Well, I'm just gonna make my post-game video now because it is 29-6. The Falcons are getting trampled. This is absolutely embarrassing and just humiliating. We abandoned the run game too early. Our pass protection is terrible, and the defense is okay. They played good, I guess. They played good today. I mean, look. We were running the ball. I said we were running the ball okay, I think, at the halftime report, and we were running the ball good. I mean, at halftime, I was just a little bit off there, but we were running the ball good in the first half, and now it's just, and then we abandoned it the second half, only down 15-6. We run the ball, but when we do run the ball, it's on 2nd and 20 and 3rd and 8. In the fourth quarter. Just bad coaching, bad play calling. We passed it at the wrong time, 4th and 1. We passed it on a 3rd and 2. We also passed it on I think we passed it on a 3rd and inches, and then we punt. Just bad play calling. We ran it at the wrong times and we threw it at the wrong times. We abandoned the run game basically the rest of the game. After the first half, we were doing pretty good running it, honestly. Look, I said we were running it okay, but we were running it pretty good. I was just, there were so many things going through my head at that halftime report, so I missed there. So we shouldn't have abandoned the run game. I would have still kept running it. Even if we were running it bad, you gotta keep the defense honest. You run it a little bit, then you can get a 15 to 20 yard pass. Which, speaking of passing game, terrible. Which is why we need to keep running it and stop abandoning the run game. We did in the Super Bowl, and we're doing it now. We lost a ring because we didn't run the ball. And close the game out. Cordell Patterson should have gotten more carries. Davis was doing well. Our run blocking was pretty good. Our pass protection was just awful. Matt Ryan getting sacked all game, especially in the fourth quarter. If you're watching these last 7 minutes, he's been sacked like 4 times in the past 7 minutes. The defense today, I mean, we got some, I guess we got okay pass rush. The run defense was terrible. Our pass defense was pretty good. That's a positive going into the future. But I mean, look, Jalen Hurts ran all over us. We need to just get more bodies on that defensive line. Grady Jarrett can't do everything by himself. So just a bad game overall. Terrible coaching. We sent no pressure on Jalen Hurts, which is probably the reason why we got no pass rush. Our pass defense was amazing, so I guess it worked out because our pass defense played well. But I mean, they're gonna run it out here. Accidentally turned the camera off. Point is, just a bad coaching day overall. Coaching is kind of why we lost the game, honestly. Coaching and our offensive line, which our offensive line has not been good since the 70s almost. So we've wasted 14 years of Matt Ryan. Devontae Smith had a good game. I mean, the pass defense, I guess they played okay. Or they played good, but I mean, the one thing is they did get a lot of yards passing the ball, but we did hold them out when we needed to. I mean, look, if we sent some pass rush, maybe I think we probably could have held the Eagles out of a couple of scores. But I mean, eventually, when you have the Eagles who can get 8 yards every time when they run the ball, and then they pass it and kept the defense honest, it's kind of hard to, it's just, we should have been blitzing people to cover the run game first of all. And second of all, they covered the pass. Pass defense played good today. I've already said that. But, geez. Hurts. Like, Devontae Smith had, like, it felt like Devontae Smith was getting the ball every time. We couldn't stop him. And they're about to put the game basically out of reach. It's already been out of reach, but, they're about to do it even more here. Great win for Jalen Hurts. I'll be watching the rest of the NFL today, but disappointing game here in Atlanta. I guess still a Falcons fan, always will be, but bad game today. Arthur Smith, you need to get these guys prepared because we're playing Ballard's team, Tampa Bay, next week. Probably going to lose, but, miracles happen in football, so we'll just have to find out. Maybe we do get a miracle. We most likely won't. It'd be amazing if we could beat the Buccaneers and Tom Brady. We've never beaten Tom Brady. I think we're 0-9, is it, against him? Yeah, just pathetic and terrible. It feels like we're never going to beat him, but expectations are high, Arthur Smith, and jeez, man, I really hope you can rebuild this team. We need to get a top pick next year and draft some offensive linemen, and stop drafting busts, by the way, as well. Going on to the rest of the NFL, Titans getting blown out. Did not expect that. That offense seemed really disappointing. Jaguars, Urban Meyer, geez, he cannot coach in the NFL. Pittsburgh beating Buffalo, that's a surprise. Chargers beat Washington, okay. Panthers and Jets, good game, okay. What else? 41-25 Niners. Tua versus Mac Jones, two Alabama quarterbacks, and now we want to run the ball. Look at this. Should have been doing this all game. We were running the ball pretty good. I can't wait to watch the Chiefs and Browns. Mac Jones versus Tua, that would be a good game. The future AFC title, man, that's going to be a good game, in my opinion. Packers and Saints, overrated game. I think Packers will win pretty easily, 31-17. Broncos and Giants, can't wait to see how the Broncos look. Look, they've had a great defense for, a decade now, and they haven't done anything. So, look, I think they'll get a little bit better. So, yeah. Rams versus Bears, excited to see Matthew Stafford play tonight in that new Rams offense. They're by preseason Super Bowl pick, keep that in mind. So, I think they'll do it. I think they'll do good. 21-13, I guess. They'll struggle a little bit, but I think they'll do good. And then the Ravens versus the Raiders. It might be close for a little bit, but I think the Ravens will win that one pretty easily. I forgot what I said about the score. Did I say 31-10, 38? I don't know. But, look, bad game today for the Falcons. Hopefully it can get better. I think it will, but we got to trade for some offensive linemen. You know what? Forget drafting O-line. We've drafted, 4 linemen in the past 3 years in the first round, and none of them have been good. So we're just going to – I'm tired enough. Trade for offensive linemen, sign offensive linemen who are good, and then get another playmaker in the draft. So, jeez, 38. Look, the Falcons are worse than I thought they were. Got to fix a lot of things, sir. You got to. This is not how we can play the rest of the year. First of all, tell your offense coordinators, or not, or you. I think. Well, forget offense coordinator. You call the offense. Look, you gotta. How are you gonna run the ball in Tennessee nonstop with Derrick Henry? And trust me, we don't have no Derrick Henry, but we can sure run the ball still, and we ran the ball pretty good today. We were running the ball pretty great, honestly. And then you abandoned it. You abandoned the run game. It's bad play calling, bad coaching. Bad coaching. So, look, Defensively, I think we played pretty good. Coaching was okay on the defensive side of the ball. Oh, look at this. We got overtime. Oh, yeah. Joe Burrow against Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Just bad game. Who do you think is gonna win this one? But you ran the ball at Tennessee, Derrick Henry nonstop, and then you won't do anything here. Bad. Hopefully we can fix it. I expect more run plays against the Buccaneers in the rest of the season. And I expect to improve in the pass game, and I expect us to call more blitzes. Other than that, I'm just going to watch the rest of the NFL today. No team's really getting embarrassed, besides the Falcons. No team's disappointing. Actually, I'll make a video about the Titans, so... This game's amping up to be pretty good. Here, Joe Burrow got sacked. He won't be good until his offensive lineman gets fixed. Should have drafted Penny Sewell. Instead, he drafted a bust in Jamar Chase, his former teammate. Pierce is good. I thought Vikings would win this one pretty easily, but seems like they're in a good game with the Bengals. I'll stay back and watch it. Okay, actually I turned off the camera again. My next topic was actually going to be about our penalty yards. Way too many penalties. Holding, defensive pass interference, just so many different things that we got to fix. It felt like we had a penalty every play, every drive. I think we had 12 today. Grady Jarrett, you had 3 holding penalties, grabbing the offensive linemen out on screenplay so that they can't block. Go and make a play. Go and make a play instead of grabbing the O-line's jersey. There's just no point in doing that. 3 penalties off of that from 1 player. Ray Jarrett, you played okay today, man, but you gotta stop that. What is wrong with that, man? Gotta calm down the penalty yardage. Special teams basically did nothing. Cordarrelle Patterson, what did we sign you for? What did we sign you for? Best kick return in the NFL, you do nothing. Why did we sign? What did we sign you for? Did we sign you for just for the money, man? What's going on? I admit you should have got more carries, but man, you could have done better in the kick return game a lot. You did good in the run game, but God, man. Got to keep that 1-2 punch going with Mike Davis, Cordarrelle Patterson, though, in the run game. Really like that. Until we abandoned it, but always forget about that. Hopefully, frustrating game today. And I didn't have much else to say besides that, but I had to mention that, even though I accidentally shut the camera off. Other than that, I'm done. I've said all I have to say. Hopefully we can get better. I expect to set 7, 10, 8, and 9 season next season. This season. It's year 2, we got to make the playoffs. That's just my opinion. Trade for O-linemen, sign free agents, draft a stud on... I think we need to draft a stud on defense. I think it's time for that, honestly. Or a running back, one of those 2 in the first round. That's all I gotta say, though. If we could get a blockbuster trade, that'd be great, too. Come on, Falcons, get better. I know I'm not the coach, but I'm telling you what you gotta do. But I'll run the franchise, so hopefully Arthur can fix this. Smith and Blank. Peace and rise up.